Alright, is it time for the super quick TLDR FIREFLY guide? Most of FIREFLY damage is from this specific trace over here. When FIREFLY is in her ultimate state and she has break effect higher than 200 or higher than 260, attacking a weakness broken enemy will convert the toughness broken of this attack into a super break damage instance, right? Most of her damage is the super break from this trace right here. I level up the skill because chat was trolling, saying, oh, this skill does break damage, and I'm like, no, it doesn't. It says off her base attack, the damage formula is her break effect times 0.2 plus to her percent, but the damage is off her attack. This does not deal break damage. I actually got fucking trolled. Like, I was like, no, this doesn't do break damage. Chat was like, no, it does. No, it fucking doesn't. Her damage is from this trace. The only reason you level up the skill is you get 50 to 60% of her maximum energy. You get your ult back quicker from 50% to 60%. I think it does make a difference. Maybe you get like a one-turn ult. It consumes your HP and gives you energy, right? Let's go for their other trace. Her first trace, Module A, basically you can attack enemy of any weakness type and you will still reduce their toughness by a reduced amount, right? So if you hit an enemy without fire weakness, you still reduce their toughness bar just at a reduced rate. It's 55% of the original, but you know, I don't know why they're doing this. We got like Acheron ignoring all element at E6. We got FIREFLY with the ignore element. And who's the other character that ignore element? My Boottail put an element on, so that doesn't really count, right? Bro, I feel like every single new character that gets released, it's like they're shitting on Silverwolf. Zoye as well. Her third trace is for every 10 point of attack that exceed 1/800, you gain 0.8 break effects. I think that's pretty straightforward, right? So this trace makes you attack regardless of element. This trace increase your break effects the more attack you have, and this trace increase your damage when you break. So it scales off your break stuff, right? That's it, yeah. Her talent gives her up to 40% damage reduction. I think it starts at 20% damage reduction. The more your health decreases, you get the maximum damage reduction once you're at 20% health or when you're in your ultimate state, right? And you also get 30 effect resistance. The funny part is if your energy before battle is lower than 50, then when you enter battle, you immediately get 50 energy, right? So basically, you can always enter battle, press skill, and then get your ult state right away because it's 50 plus 60, right? There's no energy overflows. You could level this, you could potentially not level this, but I think honestly you just level your ult, right? Your ultimate gives you 30 to 60 speed and increase the break damage you deal to enemy by 10 to 20%. Basically a stat stick. It's 30 to 60 speed and 10 to 20% final damage modifier essentially. After you exit your transformation, the transformation is on a fixed 70 speed similar to Lightning Lord. When the transformation got its turn again, then you can transform again. If you have 150 speed on FIREFLY and you press ult, you can get 3 attacks before the cooldown expires and you have to redo. So 150 speed is what you aim for. My chat says 165 for like funny, so I did 165. So yeah, I got one guide by chat again. TLDR, the majority of her damage is from this trace right here. Your talent and your ult is for extra speed and extra survivability, and your skill is for extra energy, right? So yeah, your damage is just from here, and it scales off your attack and your break. That's it, right? Seems good. She gets 5 speed from traces, 37 break effect, and 18% effect resistance. Her trace gives her 30, so she gets 48% effect resistance. If you're wailing, then you get 98% effect resistance, I guess. So you're immune to debuff as well if you're wailing. You know, we'll talk about Eidolon later. What else do we go for? Yeah, let's go for Eidolon. So, if your support is not fast enough, you might want to consider getting Eidolon 1. On Eidolon 1, when you are in your enhanced form on your ultimate, your skill costs 0 skill point. Like, whoever was fucking making this Eidolon was like... He was sniffing some funny mushroom. I'm like, okay, how about it costs 0 skill point? Like, what the fuck? It's okay, yeah, sure, I guess. How about it costs 0 skill point and ignore extra defense? Like, hey, okay, sure. So if you have this Eidolon, your support doesn't have to be super fast because, you know, you're not gonna burn through all the skill point anyway, right? It's fine anyway. And you also get some extra defense ignore. Eidolon 2, if you kill an enemy with your enhanced basic attack or enhanced skill, then you get an extra turn during your ult. It's not like she has 210 speed or higher anyways. We're just gonna give her extra turns as well. E4, you now have 50 effect resistance. So now you have 98% effect resistance baseline. So you're immune to debuff. You're immune to debuff. You have 40% damage reduction. You have 60 bonus speed. Fucking stat stick, I guess. Pog! And your E6. You ignore 20% fire resistance. And your basic attack and skill now have 50% more break efficiency. On your ultimate state, you gain 50% break efficiency as well. So you break 50% faster. If you get your ult, you break 50% faster again. So you break 100% faster. And you know her trace that does this? When you break an enemy that doesn't have a fire weakness, you reduce their toughness by 55% of your normal. So if you really want to, then you can break them at 100% efficiency basically anyway. And your skill, your enhanced skill also applies fire weakness to your target. I don't know why this exists. Why the fuck does this exist? You apply fire weakness anyway. With Rune Mei, you have 100% break efficiency. And if you have E6, you have 150% break efficiency, I guess. It's for adjacent enemy, I guess. Why? Like, every new character that gets released, it's like, why use Silver Wolf to place weakness when we have character that literally fucking ignore the weakness anyway? Woo! And this guy even plays weakness, right? Yay! Pog! You remember the argument back then where people say the more characters in the game, the more valuable Silver Wolf is? No, the more characters that's in the game, the less valuable Silver Wolf is. One, because you get extra elements on every roll anyway. Two, the new character get these shit. That's why Silver Wolf only has... Wait, oh yeah, Silver Wolf has the lowest bounty on the trailer, right? On the Firefly trailer, she has the lowest bounty, right? 5 mil, everyone else is 8 to 10 mil. Oh no! The tragedy. I'm going on a tangent again. There's no tangent. Anyways, that's Eidolon and Traces, right? Let's go for Relic. If you're used to my guide, you will know that I only use old Relic set, because I can't be bothered to farm the new Relic set for one character. The goal for Firefly is get 150 speed, or 165 if you're fucking crazy, or 155 plus Rune Mei, right? And then the rest you stack attack and break effect, right? You ideally want to reach like 200 or 360 break effect, right? Alone, I think it's kind of hard to reach 360 break, but in a team, it's a lot easier. Rune Mei gives you 20 break effect, and MC gives you 18, and this goes up to 33, so 33. E4 gives you up to 15% of the Trailblazer break effect, right? So this should give you like 40 to 50 break effect if you have a really cracked build. So this gives you 40 to 50 break, and your ultimate gives you 33, right? So it gives you 73 break, plus Rune Mei 20, so that's like 93 break, right? So you don't have to go super high break on your own. From what I have tested, and this should be the same for most people anyway, because like it counts based off your base attack. The fall of Aeon Lightcone on her, and you have level 80 Firefly. Roughly every single stack of the Lightcone gives you like 14 break effects, maybe plus minus 1% there, but roughly every single stack gives you 14 break effects. So for Relic set, obviously the new Relic set that just got released, right? This funny one down here. Increase break effect by 16%. If your break effect is higher than 150 or 250, your break damage and your super break damage will ignore target defense. Defense ignore is the recent craze of MiHoYo. Every new fucking set out there has defense ignore nowadays, I guess. It started Black Swan and then Acheron and then now Firefly, right? Ideally, you run this set on her, but if you don't have it, you can probably just run anything with attack, speed, or break effect and it'll be fine. Otherwise, for Orb and Ropes, the new one as well, right? I don't think I've unlocked the new one yet because the patch just started, right? Unlock now? Oh, I have to do the quest for it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah, I can check the synthesizer. Fuck, I got baited. Ah! Now I'm locking story quests. I forgot this exists. Yeah, this is the new set, right? Increase wearer speed by 6% when attacking an enemy with fire weakness. Increase break effect by 40. So ideally, you use this Orb and Rope because this Orb and Rope is literally made for fucking one character. You know, it's like, yo, so I heard your Firefly needs speed and break. Here you go. So if you have this, it's a free 40 break effect. So you can easily hit the 200, 360 break effect checkpoint, right? This is a lot better, but you know, I haven't done it yet. So I don't know if there's people with actually the fucking set on day one. So I'm just running the old break set. So I get like 36 break, right? Instead of 40. It's 36 break instead of having 6% speed and 40 break, right? So ideally, you use the new set, but if you don't, yeah, you can use this, right? You can be a broke ass like me and use this. Why not, right? So the set I'm running for her is speed and then break and then attack, speed, and then break. Attack, speed, and then break. Speed, attack, break. Attack, break, and then break, attack, right? That's it, right? So that's pretty much it. Calm stat. In combat, I'll get like 14 times 4 more break effect if I fully stack this light cone. So it's pretty fine, I guess. And then obviously, as I said, I get like what, 93, 73 from Rune Mei Harmony MC. So it's comfy. It's comfy. It's nice, right? For the 5-star option, you either get the Herta Store light cone because it gives you a lot of attack. That's it, right? This gives you a lot of attack. And then if you have your signature light cone has a little bit less base attack than the Herta Store Lightcone. It's 476 versus 529. It's like 50 less, but yeah, it is there. I increase your break effect by 60, and when you do break effect, you put a debuff on enemy that increase break damage, right? And you slow the enemy by 20%. If you really want, I think this Lightcone is good. However, it's only good onto like harder content where enemy is really fucking fast. Otherwise, using the Herta Store Lightcone is just fine. This Lightcone may give you less break effect than the Herta Store Lightcone, but it's not gonna be by much because the Herta Store Lightcone gives you like a massive stat stick and have higher base attack, right? So that'll scale that way. But it does have the advantage of the debuff. Enemy take 24% more break damage, so that does really scale up your damage. Should be higher, even though you have less break effect, right? I think that's a 5-star option. I don't think any of the other 5-star option really does anything. For 4-star option, I think you just use this one because it gives you break effect, I suppose. 56 break, you know, like a stat stick for 4-star. That's pretty much it, I guess. Lara? I guess it gives you 24 attack and some healing. I guess. Sure, why not? I would just say Fall of Aeon or Signature. Is that it? I think I went through most of the stuff. Wait, no, there's Team Comp. This one. Hey guys, you use this one, I think. You don't need Gallagher, but you know. They fixed Gallagher AI. If you put Gallagher with Firefly, he always spams his ult. I don't know why it doesn't work on other team comp, only on Firefly team comp. But instead of fixing Gala AI for everyone, they're like, nah, for one team. Fucking flex tape it. I'm like, what? Why only for one team? I feel like Harmony MC is pretty much mandatory. Rune Mei, sort of. These two are pretty locked in. What if no Rune Mei and then who? Any Harmony attack buffer probably fucking works. Is Gala better than Hua here? Gala is just here because like he can apply a debuff that makes enemy take 13% more break damage. The debuff uptime isn't very high, but it's there, I guess. Hua may be more consistent because you give a good chunk of attack buff and you can cleanse, I suppose. The only bad thing about Gala is that he is a very expensive healer. You basically have to max Gala's talent. His healing is a flat amount, so your stat doesn't really matter. Well, you scales up your break effect, obviously, right? Because you convert your break effect into healing bonus. But it is a flat amount healing, so if you want Gala to heal a lot, you need a lot of skill point on your skill. He scales off break effect, so if you put him on a break effect team, he fits pretty much. That's about it, really. Seems cool, comfy. Time to end the guide, and hopefully the recording isn't borked, so my editor doesn't cry.